Are the TV shows that you're watching actually giving you a clear and accurate picture of French culture, French life, and the modern French language? Perhaps you have noticed that, like a lot of French people, I am not a big fan of the Netflix series Emily in Paris, mostly because it is very fictionalized and doesn't show you the real Paris at all. If you're someone who wants to explore France like a local, I want to introduce you to some of my favorite French TV shows for doing exactly that. I will explain how these shows give you a local perspective, and as a bonus, we are going to learn the proper pronunciation for some cities and regions of France that are covered in these programs and which pronunciation is a bit tricky. C'est parti! Cuisine ouverte is une émission de télé, a TV program that started last year. The title means open kitchen. Here it means both cooking in open air as well as a cuisine that is open to influences from around the world. It is just like the host, Chef Maury Sacco, who makes different dishes inspired by different traditions while still using local French ingredients. Here, the chef invited a local small farmer to show his products from this area. They're the kind of vegetable that you will really find in local markets all around the country. In these last images, they're en Ardèche. In the Ardèche region in the center of France. Let's take a look at the pronunciation of en Ardèche. First, in en Ardèche, you have the French R. Ardèche. You can try, it's a bit difficult. It comes from the back of the mouth. Try Ardèche. We have a E sound as well with the E accent grave. E, and a classic sh sound, CH, make sh. We have en Ardèche. I have to mention for your information that Ardèche is feminine like most regions, even if it doesn't make a difference here because we say en Ardèche, the gender is hired. Yes, because we should say la Ardèche to show it's feminine. But because we have an A and an A, it makes l'Ardèche. We don't say la Ardèche, we say l'Ardèche, and it is feminine. Here in en Ardèche, what is interesting is that you have la liaison, en Ardèche. We don't say en Ardèche. Repeat after me. En Ardèche. We have a n sound in the middle. A n. The en Ardèche. In the en, the n is supposed to be silent. But here, because you have la liaison, we say en Ardèche. En Ardèche. We have this nasal en, this N sound, and the Ardèche. En Ardèche. Repeat after me. En Ardèche. Good. And this liaison, as you can imagine, appears in Je suis en Ardèche. Je suis en Ardèche. And this en is what we use when you talk about going to a region or being in a region. That's why we say Je suis en Ardèche. I am in the Ardèche region. Repeat after me. Je suis en Ardèche. With the liaison between suis and en. Je suis en Ardèche. And we also say Je vais en région parisienne. Again, we have la liaison between vais and en, and we have this en région parisienne because I am in Ardèche, I am going to the area, the region of région parisienne. We never say Je vais à Ardèche. Never, ever, ever, ever. Because it's a region, we say Je suis en Ardèche, je vais en région parisienne. Your turn now. Repeat after me. En Ardèche. En, with the nasal en, the N sound, and Ardèche, en Ardèche. En Ardèche. En Ardèche. Good. Now let's go back to cuisine ouverte. These vegetables come from a very specific farm owned by the man on the screen. And the name of this farm has an interesting pronunciation too. This is pronounced le champ du fort. Le champ du fort. The field of the castle, literally. In le champ du fort, you might have noticed that we have a silent P and a silent T. We don't say le champ du fort. So repeat after me, le champ du fort. Good. We also have an R sound, le champ du fort, that comes from the back of the throat, like for Ardèche. And we also have a nasal vowel en, that comes from here, le champ, 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 champ. Good. Here, you might have noticed as well that champ is spelled with an M, even though it's a en sound. Why? Because it comes before a P. I talked about this precise topic of the nasal sounds and the M before a P in another lesson that you will find in the playlist at the end of today's video. And in the blog post for today's lesson on my website, you will find the full written transcript of what I'm talking about now, plus extra information, lots of details, as well as the links to all the French programs I am mentioning here. You will find the link below the video in the description. Do not miss it, it's free. Now let's go back to le chant du fort. Your turn now, repeat after me. Don't forget silent P, silent T, the en sound, all this, ready? Le chant du fort. Le chant du fort. Le chant du fort. One last time, le chant du fort. We seem to be practicing our pronunciation on random words, but no, here I am really trying to show you how you can find the pronunciation on your own and say things right in French instead of struggling every time you want to make a proper sentence. Another TV show that's very famous is Le Tour de France. Le Tour de France is a very famous bike race all around the country of France. Even if you're not a big fan of cycling, it can be a fun way to see real images of France and of French people. Unlike scripted TV shows, Le Tour doesn't stay in Paris and it will show you stuff from all around France instead. For instance, in that day they were en Bretagne, in Brittany. And yes, did you notice? It is still en. And also, just as a reminder of French pronunciation, G and N letters make the sound ñ. Repeat after me. Bretagne. Good. And like l'Ardèche, this region is feminine as well. We say la Bretagne for Brittany. La Bretagne. Okay. Now, more specifically, the race was entre Redon et Fougères, entre Redon et Fougères, between the towns of Redon and Fougères in Brittany. Entre Redon et Fougères. Entre means between. We have the nasal en at the beginning and the light at the end before the consonant. So repeat after me. Entre. Good. And we have another sound. Did you notice? In entre, we also didn't hear it. And in Redon, we also have another sound. In entre, the at the end of entre was almost silent. But in Redon, it is a sound. So repeat after me. Redon. We have three French R's here. Entre, with a entre, Redon, et Fougères. It comes from your throat. I made a lesson on how to say the R in French. Don't worry if you can't. It takes a lot of practice and to tell you the truth, it doesn't matter much. The air is very difficult and it's not going to change much of how you're understood in French. Other sounds matter much more. In fougère, we have a G that is between an E and an I, and it sounds like je, like Géraldine actually. So we have a je, and the S in fougère is silent. So now you have all the elements. Let's put them together and say it entirely together. So repeat after me. Entre Redon et fougère. Again, entre Redon et fougère. Entre Redon et fougère. One last time, a bit faster. Entre Redon et fougère. Good. I know these pronunciation exercises can make you feel self-conscious, but honestly, there's no one here to judge you. We're in this together, so just keep practicing. You're doing great. Now, the problem with le Tour de France is that you don't really see everyday French people talking, but you can get that from the news instead.
À Bordeaux, cette rue commerçante est bondée de retardataires.
On vient de Bergerac parce que on a des cadeaux à faire et voilà, donc on vient chercher des petites idées, on ne sait pas trop quoi prendre.
This comes from le journal télévisé that we also call le JT. Le journal télévisé, le JT. It is the TV news broadcast on French public television station France 2. Actually, all the programs in this lesson happen to come from French public television. French news on TV often have local segments about lighter topics, talking to people on the street. Here it's about buying Christmas presents. This segment was filmed à Bordeaux en Gironde. À Bordeaux en Gironde. Oh, let's stop on that as well. La Gironde is the area on the French southwestern coast. Again, we have a soft G before the I that makes the sound J, and the French R, gir, and the nasal vowel on, Gironde. Repeat after me, la Gironde. And once again, repeat after me, la Gironde. And again, as you can notice, it is feminine. And since we're talking about an area, we say en Gironde, in the region of Gironde. But the scary part here is à Bordeaux, of course. Bordeaux is a city on the coast famous for its fine French wines, especially red wines. As you can hear, the part O looks much scarier than it looks because it's just a sound O. I know it's weird and frustrating, but French pronunciation is just like that. Sorry. The other part is straightforward. Bordeaux. If you take it apart, it actually means near the water, which is a fitting name for a port. The last thing we have here to notice is that we add an a before a city to mean in the city or to the city. Je suis à Paris. I am in Paris. Je suis à Paris. And I do la liaison between suis and a. Je suis à Paris. And we say, je vais à Bordeaux. I am going to Bordeaux. Je vais à Bordeaux. And again, I do la liaison between vais and a. So keep in mind, we have a for cities and en for regions. Repeat after me now. À Bordeaux, en Gironde. À Bordeaux, en Gironde. À Bordeaux, en Gironde. À Bordeaux, en Gironde. Excellent. Échappée belle. Échappée belle is a cultural travel program that will show you places to see and people to meet in different parts of France. They also travel to different countries in the same episode. But now let's concentrate on one French destination. They are à Reims, en Champagne. À Reims, en Champagne. We've covered how to say champ before and agne as in Bretagne, so you can repeat after me. En Champagne, en Champagne. And guess what? Again, the region is feminine. We say la Champagne. La Champagne. Here it is important because le champagne in the masculine form is the sparkling wine that is made in the region of La Champagne. The city is stranger to say though. It's here, by the way, and it's got a special pronunciation like many French cities, and that's why I wanted to cover them today. It's Reims. Repeat after me. Reims. Reims. Here, the S is not silent for once. There's a French R in the beginning, but the unusual thing here is that the whole EIM in the middle, for its own reason, it actually sounds simply like the nasal vowel 1, like the number 1. 1, 1. Repeat after me. 1, 1, 1. So when you are in that city, you are à Reims, as we mentioned before. So the whole thing now, repeat after me. À Reims, en Champagne. À Reims, en Champagne. Again. À Reims, en Champagne. One last time. À Reims, en Champagne. Super! Now, our final program has a fantastic opening. Des racines et des ailes. Des racines et des ailes means roots and wings, for the roots of tradition and history and the wings of discovery and beautiful aerial shots. For instance, in one episode on YouTube, you can get beautiful French landscapes or meet real people for lunch and travel to a coastal city and learn its history. And visit the villa of French designer Christian Dior and get an inside look into a French restaurant serving oysters and other delicious dishes. And all this was all en Normandie, in Normandy, en Normandie. I've made my own lesson on this region for you to travel with me and understand spoken French. And if you can go to the main city of that region, you will be à Caen, en Normandie. À Caen, en Normandie. And that will be our last dive into French pronunciation today, but I really wanted to have that city in today's lesson because a lot of students struggle with that name and I know it's a weird one. Well, like Reims, it looks way more difficult than it really is. It's simply Caen, Caen, with a nasal vowel. Don't get distracted by all these letters. It sounds exactly like the French word quand for when, and it is sometimes a source for easy puns.
À quand les vacances? À quand les vacances? Je dis bon, je vais aller à Caen.
So now you can repeat after me. Quand, 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 quand. Bravo! Fantastic, easy, you've done it. And now you are ready to explore these French shows yourself. I will give you links to the French TV shows and much more on my blog post for today's lesson. Just click on the link below the video in the description right now. Or you can dive deeper into the pronunciation of nasal vowels. Go explore La Normandie with me to understand spoken French or hear more about French TV shows that I love and recommend. It's all in the playlist that I made for you today. Click right here on your screen to watch the next lesson. I will see you there. Allez, salut!